Hello, I am Sarvashish Kumar Pal. Today I teach you about hyperbola. What is the definition of hyperbola? A point moves such that it kept distance from a fixed point and it kept distance from a fixed line if the ratio of these two be E, and if E is greater than 1, then it is called hyperbola. This is fixed point S, and that is P, that is PM, fixed line. SP by PM is equal to E, and E is greater than 1, then it is called hyperbola. Now SP by PM equal to E, SP equal to EPM, SP square equal to E square PM square. Now SP square equal to x minus AE whole square, y minus 0 whole square, E square, PM equal to x minus A by E whole square. Now x square minus 2xAE plus A square E square plus y square equal to Ex minus A whole square. From this we get x square minus 2x AE plus A square E square plus y square equal to E square x square minus 2x AE plus A square. And from this you cut this and this, x square into 1 minus E square plus y square equal to A square 1 minus E square. Then divide this, you get x square by A square and y square by A square plus A square into 1 minus E square equal to 1. Since E is greater than 1, so let A square into 1 minus E square equal to minus B square. So x square by A square minus y square by B square equal to 1. It is the standard equation of hyperbola. And since A square equal to 1 minus into 1 minus E square equal to minus B square, from this you get E square equal to 1 plus B square by A square. Hence E is equal to root 1 plus B square by A square. From 1 we get if x is less than A and greater than minus A, we get y square equal to 0. So there will be no part B between them. There will be the curve having no part between them, and since y equal to plus minus b into root x square minus a square minus 1, if we put x greater than 0 and if we put x greater than a and x less than minus a, we get their positive and negative value. It means positive and negative, it means here and there. So the hyperbola is symmetric about both axes. Okay, symmetric about the axis. Now this a and a dash equal to 2a, that is transverse axis and to be equal to conjugate axis. But one thing, if we, since putting x equal to 0, we get y equal to plus minus ib, so the curve does not intersect any real part of y-axis. So the curve does not intersect any real part of y-axis, as because if we put x equal to 0, we get y equal to ib. Ib means imaginary b. Okay. Now, and if alpha beta be the point, alpha minus beta also be the point, minus alpha beta also be the point, minus alpha minus beta also here point. If we put all these points, then we get alpha square by a square minus beta square by b square equal to 1. It satisfied this condition. So that alpha beta minus alpha beta alpha minus beta minus alpha minus beta all are the point of the curve. And if we midpoint of, we get midpoint, we get all are zeros, hence it is also a central conic. It is also a central conic. Now, what is the conjugate? What is the conjugate hyperbola? If x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, if h dash equal to y square by b square minus x square by a square equal to 1, it shows a square equal to minus a square, b square equal to minus a square. If we put here, we get this. This is the equation of the hyperbola, and this is the conjugate equation of the hyperbola. And if the transverse axis of this hyperbola is the conjugate of axis of this hyperbola, and the conjugate axis of this hyperbola is the transverse axis of this hyperbola, then that is that two hyperbola, one is said hyperbola and another is their conjugate. And if e1 square equal to 1 plus b square by a square, here e2 square equal to 1 plus a square by b square. Hence 1 by e1 square plus 1 by e2 square equal to a square by a square plus b square by a square plus b square. From this we get equal to 1. Okay. Now I am proving SP minus S dash P equal to always 2A. Why? That is SP. That is SP. SP equal to root x minus a whole square plus y square. That is equal to e into x minus a. This is the distance from directrix and multiplying with e. And s dash p equal to root x plus a whole square y square e into x plus a by e sp dash sp minus sp dash, we get this is modulus. And so if we give the value from this if we take the value from this and if we take the value from this, then cutting both we get 2a. So sp minus s dash p is always 2a. Now what is the length of latus rectum? Means latus rectum, the definition of latus rectum, the chord which is perpendicular to the focus, that is latus rectum. Let this point AEL. So AEL must be satisfied on the equation. So putting this value, we get L square by B square 1 minus E square, and 1 minus E square equal to minus B square by A square from here. And then L equal to B square by A square root of this, and 2L equal to 2B square by A. That is the length of latus rectum. In case conjugate hyperbola, that will be 2 into a square by b. And now what will be the eccentricity of a rectangular hyperbola? Rectangular hyperbola means both axes a square equal to b square. It means conjugate axis is equal to transverse axis. So putting this, we get root 2. So eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is always root 2. Now I am telling the parametric coordinate. What is parametric coordinate? And if that is 2a, if you draw a circle having radius 2a, and suppose this point is xy, draw a perpendicular, that is y, and from this point you draw a tangent where it cuts, then join the origin with this. This angle is called the eccentric circle, and this circle eccentric angle, and this circle is auxiliary circle. From this we get x equal to a sec theta and y is equal to b tan theta. Okay. Now to determine x1, y1 is a point outside of the hyperbola, above the hyperbola, or inside the hyperbola. If we put this point here, if in case of ellipse the point outside of the hyperbola is greater than 0, but in case of ellipse and parabola, but in case of hyperbola, if less than 0, then point is outside of the parabola, is equal to 0 above the parabola, and if greater than 0, then inside the parabola. Okay, thank you so much.